What's up, YouTube? It's Brandon B, aka Blaze here, and it's time for another movie review. So I saw a movie late last night. It was the day after Christmas. I thought the movie was going to be dead, but it was super packed. And I saw the newest movie to come out called Jumanji. It's kind of like the Jumanji that came back out, I think, in the late 80s or early 90s, the one with Robin Williams. Can't remember the exact date. This one was more, not like a sequel, it was kind of more like a remake, but more modernized. The cast in it had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who was really good, which if you guys notice, I've been seeing a lot of movies with the wrestlers in it lately, because I'm a fan of the WWE. It also had Jack Black in it, who I am a fan of, and Jack Black actually did really good, and he played like a girl in this movie, kind of like a personality of a girl. It also had Kevin Hart, who is a stand-up comedian who I think is really funny, and he does really good with The Rock because this is their second movie together. It also had Nick Jonas from the Jonas Brothers. He played one of the main characters in the movie. I don't know who the main girl was in this movie. I've never seen her before. But it also had a cameo by Colin Hanks, who is Tom Hanks' brother. So basically how this movie is kind of like the same is because they find Jumanji, the board game, at the beginning of the movie, but then all of a sudden it turns into like this video game because now in today's era it's not board games anymore, it's all about video games. So it turns into a video game and it gets this guy sucked into the video game. So fast forward to many years later, these kids that are each part of their main little groups, like the popular girl, the shy girl, the jock, and the nerd, all have to serve detention together. So while they're cleaning out the basement, they find Jumanji, the board game, or Jumanji, the video game, my bad. So then they hook it up to a TV, and then all of a sudden they get sucked into the Jumanji, the world of Jumanji, which plays out like a video game and not the board game like with Robin Williams. I actually liked this one a lot better. I laughed a whole bunch, had tons of comedy scenes. The action in this was really good. Turns out, and when the people got stuck inside the game, their personalities and everything changed because, like, the nerdy kid turned into the jock kind of turned into, like, the nerd, the shy girl turned into the popular girl, and the popular girl actually turned into a guy, and she wanted to know what it was like to be a guy and why guys didn't keep on messing around with her and everything. But overall, it was really good. The main bad guy in this, like in the original with Robin Williams, you see this guy that he is like this hunter dude. Well, in this one, it had Bobby Carbell play the mean Emperor, Lord of Darkness in this one, and he's a guy from Boardwalk Empire, the TV show. But this was a really good movie. I liked it a lot. So I like this one a lot. Also, don't really know that more to tell you guys because I don't want to spoil it because it overall is such a great film. I actually did like it better than the original, like I said. Tons of action. You do see a lot of new, do you know how like in the original there was a lot of animals? Well, in this one, the animals are bigger and badder and go against the humans. But there are some animals that do help the humans. I thought Nick Jonas did a really good job. He is basically for a singer, but he's starting to get into an acting now. So his movies were kind of okay. But this one was really good. Tons of action, like I said, action in almost every single scene, plays basically out like a video game. It was way better than the original Jumanji. Tons more comedy in this one. The story ran really good. It didn't leave it with a cliffhanging like I think the original did. This one actually played out really well. Spoiler alerts, it does reference some of the old Jumanji, but about how to beat the game and like things that you gotta do like they did in the original Jumanji. But overall, I think this one was a lot better. I think they did a really good for modern times. It was a super packed movie. It actually beat out Star Wars, if you guys can believe that. The visual effects, I would give that an A+. They did really good. There was a lot of real life visuals, and then there was some CGI, which actually combined together did amazing. I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10 because overall it is the best movie that I actually have seen this year so far. And overall everything was really good in it. I wish they could have added a lot more action. It could have been more of an action type based movie, but they wanted to stick it to like the main kind of movie with some comedy, some action, some romance, which there was some romance. The jock, the popular, or the nerdy kid actually falls in love with the shy girl. I'm gonna spoil that for you guys. I'm not gonna say anything more about this. So everybody, please go see Jumanji. So please keep on watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.